morning. We are back here with another YouTube video, and today we are going to San Francisco from Los Angeles. It is July 17th, 2025, and we're about to hit the road. Probably it'll take about 6 hours or so for us to get there, including charging stops. So we're really looking forward to this trip, and if you haven't already, check out my video on Redwood National Park, because we did go to San Francisco last year, although we were only there for about maybe 12 hours on the way up and 12 hours on the way back. So very short trip, but we packed a lot in. So this time we're going to be up there for about 3 days, and my partner's parents are coming into town. They're taking the Amtrak train, and they will be arriving in San Francisco shortly after we get there today. So we're going to pick them up, and we're going to do a lot of fun stuff. We're going to Alcatraz and doing all kinds of cool stuff. So we're really excited for it, and we're going to hit the road. It's about 7 a.m. right now, and we will see you at our first charging stop. I'm going to try to make it to Kettleman City because that's where the Tesla lounge is, but we weren't going to make it. So we stopped here in Lost Hills with 52 miles or 17% left on the battery. We're going to charge a little bit and use the restroom. There's actually quite a bit around here. Gas stations, there's a Denny's, Wendy's, a couple food places. So we're going to use the restroom and charge up for a little bit, and probably still go to Kettleman City because it has the Tesla lounge. The next leg of the trip, I want to try autopilot. I actually have not used it before, but you have to go into your settings and you have to enable it first. So we have traffic aware cruise control and auto steer. So I want auto steer. So it's just giving me a disclosure right here. Do you want to enable auto steer while it's in beta? Yes. Probably should have read that, but that's okay. Okay, so in order to activate it, you can choose whether you want to do a single pull or a double pull on the gear stalk right here. So I'm going to keep it as a double pull, and then set the speed, the speed limit, I guess, or current speed, which is obviously the speed that you're driving when you enable it. Alright, so we're going to give this a try now that it's enabled. So we're on our way to Kettleman City. We have the autopilot enabled, so we're going to try that out for the very first time right here with you. So here we go, a double pull on the gear stalk. I'm taking my hands off of the wheel and off of the gas, because it's an electric vehicle. But so you see on here how it has the blue lines, right? So it maintained the speed that I was already going. The speed limit's technically 70, but it's maintaining this speed, and it's gonna stay within these lines. And I don't have to steer, it'll steer for me. I don't have to pay for full self-driving. I can just use the autopilot, and obviously still have to pay attention, still have to be ready to intervene at any moment, but I think this is going to be a game changer for the rest of our road trip. So we're going to try it out and see what we think. I think to increase speed, so see how I changed? So the right scroll wheel increased my maximum speed here. So I could probably put my maximum speed up a little bit more, and then the car will catch up and pick up to the max speed. You recording?
Yes.
Okay, so this car hauler just kind of pulled out in front of us here. So the car obviously slowed way down by itself. I'm ready to intervene at a moment's notice. I still have the max set to 80, but we're slowed all the way down to 57 because this truck is in front of us now.
Oh yeah, because
they got over because there's a cop here.
Oh no.
But I think. Oh, did that truck just go off the road?
Yeah.
Okay, now look, film this. So this car just got back over, right? Or this truck just moved back over. So now we're starting to speed up again, and it's going to speed us probably all the way back up to our maximum speed of 80. And I'm not doing anything. I don't have my foot on the pedal. This is all doing this on its own. Alright, so now we're back up to our speed, road's wide open again, and we're back. That is wild.
Okay, and I did it pretty smoothly.
See the tomatoes? We debated for like 30 minutes if those were tomatoes, apples, or pomegranates. I think we landed on, I think they're tomatoes, so you can't even see in the video. Okay, so there's someone kind of coming up behind me, so I'm curious to know if I hit the turn signal to move, will it move for me, or will it disengage and make me do it? So let's try it. Okay, so it's doing it for me. Okay, we went off the road a little bit. but there. So I just intervened. So I grabbed the wheel because we started to, it was not correcting into the lane. So make sure that you do that. You stay ready at any moment to intervene. And that's the key with this. Don't ever rely on it to execute 100% perfectly, because it won't. So that's the key, is when you use this stuff, you got to make sure that you're staying aware, stay focused. This is not the time for you to kick back and relax and take a nap. Got to always be aware, be ready to take over at any time. We are approaching the Tesla Lounge. Oops, I missed the turn. There's another one up here. We're approaching the Tesla Lounge in Kettleman City, California. If you've seen my Redwood videos, we did stop here. So I've shown this before, but I like to show it again because it's really cool. There's a lot of chargers here. So the ones on the right charge significantly faster than the ones on the left. And these ones on the left are in the shade, but they charge slower. So I'm gonna turn around. Here's the lounge, by the way, on the left. I'm gonna turn around and go back to the faster chargers. And then how this works is, you see the guy standing up there at the door. In the Tesla app, it'll send you a code. So you have to use that code to punch in so that you can get into the lounge. This lounge has restrooms, it has a little coffee bar, and there's actually merchandise in there too that you can purchase. But we're gonna pull in right here. And it also tells you the stalls that are out of order, 7A and 13A. And just my luck, I probably pulled into one of those. Oh no, we're in 14B. So we're gonna plug in here and go check out the lounge. Not too busy here. What do you got? Not very busy here at all. You gotta take advantage of the amenities, you know?
That's a nice shot.
If somebody wants to tell me how to do this properly, roast me in the comments. So here's the instructions for lounge access. You just open your app, you go to location, swipe up on the list of nearby chargers, tap Kettleman City for entry code, and then it will give you the code to put in here. So they completely changed all of this. There used to be a coffee bar over here and they took that out. And then there used to be like merchandise over there, and then their Powerwall products used to be over here. We just arrived at our next supercharging stop in Gustine, I don't know how to say it. Sorry, you can roast me in the comments again. But we arrived with 90 miles left. We're gonna charge some more until we get to our next charging stop in Dublin, California. My screen's very dirty, sorry. You can roast me for that too. And there's really not much around here. There's this weird, it's called Anderson's Pea Soup Shop Store Restaurant. I don't know what it is. This town looks like it's seen better days though, but that's okay. We're gonna charge. Dublin, California for another round of supercharging. Thankfully, these are like the brand new looking chargers over here. So these I think are faster. So we're gonna plug in here. Some quick battery stats. We arrived with 68 miles or 23% left. We do have about another hour and 7 minutes of driving until we reach our final destination, but everything's been going well so far, so let's get to charging. I forgot to do these at all the other charging stops, so we're gonna start now, but these cables are so thick and heavy that it's hard to do with one hand. Tesla made it to the Presidio, and there is the Golden Gate Bridge. How about that? I don't know if you can see me right now, it's a little bit dark, but I have to give you an update. So we've had kind of a crazy evening turn of events. So we booked this hotel in San Francisco. It's called Stay Pineapple, right? We were like, oh, it's this really cute boutique hotel. It's got great character. It's an older building, so it has cool charm and everything, right? So my in-laws, they booked this hotel thinking, oh, it's gonna be great. and I see the reservation before we leave, and I notice it's in Tenderloin, and I've heard things about this part of town, and I don't live here, so I don't want to comment or speculate on you know, what it's actually like just from visiting. I'm currently here right now sitting outside the hotel, but you know, I guess this area is known for a lot of drug activity. There's obviously homeless folks, which is obviously not uncommon in major cities, and that's not a big deal. But we had kind of an issue with our check-in experience here at this hotel, and then also there is no parking, which is also not unheard of, but the parking garage that we had to park in was like a couple blocks away, and it was uphill, and so like carrying your luggage and having to walk back and forth to this parking garage was just not great. And then also they couldn't find my car, which is, anyway, so we've had a nightmare of an experience so far with this hotel. And so we just picked up our in-laws from the Amtrak train station, and we just had dinner, and so we actually decided to cancel our stay. Now that's probably a little bit over the top, maybe to some, maybe over dramatic or whatever, but you know, we just weren't feeling it. The vibe wasn't right, and like there were just problems left and right. So we decided to cancel. We are actually going back to the hotel that we stayed at last year in my Redwood National Park video when we came through San Francisco. So we're canceling this hotel stay, and I'm sitting outside of here right now while they're inside handling the cancellation and getting all of our stuff and everything. But I just want to give you a quick update that this was happening, because at first I wasn't going to include this in the video, but I was like, no, you know what? I need to include this and I need to talk about this because it's real and this stuff happens, you know? So it's not always rainbows and butterflies when we go on these trips and travel and everything. And so I wanted to share all of this with you. Out of this hotel, right? Like, it's honestly like if it were in a different location, like it would actually be a really cute hotel. Like, I love the vibe in there. It is about 9:00 p.m. here on Thursday, July 17th. So we are rounding out the evening. All of us are very tired. The in-laws just took a 3-day train trip across the country, so they're very tired. We're very tired from having to deal with all of this nonsense this evening. So we are going to head over to our other hotel and get ready for a fun day of adventure tomorrow. We are here this morning on Friday, July 18th, going to Alcatraz landing. There's Ray J.
Hi.
Taylor. Bradford. Break the rules and you go to prison. Break the prison rules and you go to Alcatraz. Go, fam's getting on the boat to Alcatraz.
Put him in a cell.
Bradford and Ray.
Yes.
They're going to prison.
Yeah.
We're going to prison.
For the secrets of its historic gardens. And keep an eye out for abundant bird life. It's where they used to shower. They could only shower twice a week.
escaped through this utility corridor. So they cut a hole in that previous clip you just saw, and they went through this corridor to escape all the way up. Was apparently the warden's house. Looks like it's seen better days if you ask me.
Okay, we stopped at our favorite place and we got Biscoff ice cream. Oh yeah. They have coffee. Oh. They have coffee, smoothies, pastries, cakes, lots of good things. Lots of Biscoffs. It's delicious. How is it?
It's really good. Family going to dinner. Say hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. We are going to Original Joe's, which is where we went last year in my Redwood video, which I mentioned to you already, but we're gonna go have some pasta.
Pasta.
Yeah. We had an awesome day today. Little Italy in San Francisco.
Yes.
We had an awesome day today. We're all pretty tired. We've walked a lot. How many miles do you think we've walked already?
Oh, you know what? I was gonna look at my phone and I forgot to.
I think it was 1.5 at least, just there and back.
No, I think we've done like 3 miles today.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go have some pasta. Yeah. Okay. Original Joe's again. We're back a year later.
Right here.
We ordered arancini again. We had this last year too. Look at all that cheese.
That one's
Spicy rigatoni ×2.
a chicken Caesar salad, like a mound of salad.
Crazy salad. What'd you get, Bradford?
Spaghetti meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs. All right. Bon appetit. Smile with your cookies. This is going on the tube, the YouTube. Open your eyes, Taylor. We are at Victoria Pastry Company eating some cookies.
Second bakery of the night.
What cookie do you have?
I have a butter cookie with sprinkles.
Ooh, yum.
And a ginormous
Chocolate chip cookie that's almost gone.
ginormous chocolate chip cookie. Oh, and the oatmeal raisin.
Oh, that's mine right there. The oatmeal
that
raisin.
one's
That's me right there.
As big as her head. 1, 2, 3. Smile, Dad. Like you're having
Shades.
a good time.
Good morning. It's Saturday, July 19th, and we are up and at 'em bright and early. It's actually not that early. It's like 9 a.m. But we are gonna go on the cable cars today. Yes, check that out. We're gonna go do the very typical San Francisco touristy cable cars. We were just at Alcatraz yesterday, which you can actually see from here, although I don't know if you guys can see it in the video. Alcatraz is right back there, and then also there's a foggy Golden Gate Bridge in the background, which I don't think you can see in this video. But we're gonna check out the cable cars. You are looking down on the machinery that runs all the cable cars in San Francisco. Cable cars have no motors or power of their own. They are towed along tracks in the streets by a moving cable. This is the only operating cable car system in the world. So these operate all of those trolley cars right here. Pile in, everybody. All right.
This car's driving itself. Okay. There's nobody driving it.
Sorry. Hello from Waymo. As we get going, just give us 1 minute to cover a few riding tips. This experience may feel futuristic, but the need to buckle up is the same as always.
Good morning. It is Sunday, July 20th, maybe. I don't know. I've lost track at this point. We just dropped off the rents at the Emeryville train station here in San Francisco, or outside of San Francisco. That was dumb. We're in Emeryville. We dropped them off at the train station, and we are going to go drive to Bakersfield, which is where they're taking the train to. And we're going to get there in about 4 hours. They're going to get there in 6 hours. So we have a little bit of time to spare, so we're trying to figure out what to do. But once we pick them up, then we're driving back to LA, back home. So we're going to hit the road and see you at the first supercharger in about, I don't know, what does that say, an hour and a half? Okay, we'll see you there. All right, we've arrived at our first supercharging stop for today. We are in Santa Nella, and we arrived with 93 miles left, or about 31%. We're going to charge up and use the restroom and then hit the road. Quite a few chargers over here. I think there's 30 or 40 of them in this hotel. This is open to the public, so you can go use the restroom and everything in here. There's McDonald's, there's an In-N-Out, Panda Express, Denny's, all of that good stuff. So we're gonna start charging. Hit the little button. Started wandering over here. This is actually really pretty for being in the middle of nowhere. Like, the grounds are beautiful. There's flowers, somebody's playing live music. There's a market, there's a restaurant and lounge right over here. Arrived in Lost Hills at the next charging stop number 2, with 69 miles or 23% left on the battery. So we're gonna plug in, use the restroom, and maybe get a snack. You know the drill. Hit the little button. There is a Denny's over here, Arby's, Dairy Queen, Quiznos, Jack in the Box, McDonald's. So there's plenty of places to eat and use the restroom. There's also a Love's back there as well. Stop number 3 complete. I always forget to do these videos when I get back from trips, obviously, because I'm so tired, but here I am 2 weeks later now that I'm editing this, and I'm going to give you the recap. So all in all, the trip was great. There were some stressful moments with the hotel and everything, which we ended up figuring out. So once we figured that out, everything was pretty good from there. You know, we did a lot of walking, a lot of sightseeing, and we did revisit some of the places that we had already been to before, but it was fun to take the in-laws around and show them the city. They'd never been there, that was their first time. So I think it was a really successful road trip. We were only there for a few days, so we did pack each day with a lot of stuff, so we stayed very busy. And it feels good to be back in LA here, getting back into our routine. And so all in all, a very successful road trip. And if you want to see more of the San Francisco adventures that we did last year, as I mentioned earlier in this video, check out my Redwood National Park video. And that one kind of shows some of the same places that we went to this time. But I think I documented it a little bit better in that video. Also, if you want to see more videos similar to this one, I have a whole channel full of my Tesla camping adventures and my road trips. And I did a road trip to San Diego earlier this year. If you guys want to check that out, visit my channel, check out all of my other videos, and of course, anything you can do to help support my efforts here, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing below. I really, really appreciate everything that you guys do. That really helps me continue to put out more of this content. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.